Okay, hi everyone, Daryl here. Okay, this is the first video of our new playlist called Bangkok in the News. And what we're going to do is that, well, we get a lot of times when uh, people who are interested in investing in Bangkok, they actually ask us, do you have anything to tell me more about maybe the latest developments in Bangkok so that I can get a better feel of the situation in Bangkok before I make an investment? Then, of course, we do read uh, the Bangkok news quite often. And like today, I'm going to talk about some articles on Bangkok Post. And if let's say you guys are interested in investing in Bangkok or interested in just Bangkok in general, then Bangkok Post should be one of your go-to websites to find out more about Bangkok. Yeah, but I'm just going to touch about things that may affect investors. And actually, there's this article which was published on the 7th of July, and this is actually one of the reasons why for a very long time I've been dealing with Thai property, and in particular Bangkok properties, because there's this plan that is going to bring uh, people from Bangkok all the way down to Kunming, China. So the Chinese, they are banging on this one belt one road thing, and it's actually quite large. And since like the early part of this decade, and now it's already 2019. So when I've been dealing with Bangkok property since like 2012, 2013, we've already heard a lot of times that uh, the Thai government is going to work together with the Chinese and the Japanese to build a grand station at Bangsar. And now what's happening is that the Bangsar grand station has already been constructed, and now these are ongoing plans, that these are the next steps from the Bangsar Grand Station to bring people in Bangkok all the way um, up to China. Okay, so there's this article that's talking about this Trans-ASEAN bullet train plan to link Thailand with Laos and China. And I'll actually leave all the links of all these articles in the description below. So what's going to happen is that there's actually a high-speed rail linking Thailand, Laos, and southern China. There's also a high-speed rail linking the Eastern Economic Corridor and Cambodia. So you can read up more about the Eastern Economic Corridor. It may be something that may be of interest to you if you're looking to invest in Thailand. And then there's actually a high-speed rail linking Thailand and Malaysia. So just going to go all the way down. Then of course it's supposed to continue down to Singapore. And there's a high-speed rail linking Bangkok and Chiang Mai. Okay, so these are all the high-speed rails that are in the pipeline, and this is the line that's going to be built. So now currently the Bangsar Grand Station is already up already. So there's going to be a central route, which is this way. There's supposed to be a western route as well, but that one is still in talks. And then this line is eastern route, so it's going all the way down, end up at Kunming, and this place is also going to end up at Kunming. And at Kunming, it's not supposed to stop, so it's supposed to continue to the rest of China. So in future, all these places which are currently landlocked, like for example, like Phnom Penh, like Ho Chi Minh City, they're not coastal cities, so they are landlocked cities. This Pan Asia Rail Network will actually be able to bring Bangkok and China to the rest of these landlocked cities. So Bangkok is actually the epicenter. It's actually the center point of where you're supposed to take from Singapore to KL, then KL to Bangkok. Then from Bangkok, there's going to be 3 lines that will lead you up to Kunming. So it's spread out and go through the whole Southeast Asia. So Bangkok is right at the heart of Southeast Asia. So this is the reason why recently also a lot of interest has been there. The Chinese have been coming in, and yeah, so like Thailand, you see Laos also used to intends to make use of this international route to draw Chinese uh, to the country. And yeah, so there's going to be a new agreement on railway industry standards with Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia. Then there's this new look of Bangsar. So previously, when we talk about the area of like Chatuchak, then most of the time people will think, oh, that's a weekend marketplace. Yeah, but when you talk about Chatuchak, you inadvertently had to talk about Chatuchak in its entirety. That means like the whole Chatuchak area also includes like Bangsar, which is on the left of Chatuchak, and then after that there's like Lat Prao and Pahan Yotin, and that whole area is going through a huge rejuvenation because of this grand station. Okay, so this grand station is going to make things really, really convenient to travel to the whole of Bangkok and so the rest of Thailand, and also eventually bring you down to China, and it's supposed to bring you south towards Malaysia and Singapore as well. So of course there are some things to take note, because the Chinese are heavily pumping money into this in the form of like debt to the to the Thais as well. So of course they need to make sure that the country doesn't go into too much debt in building all these. But the from the time when I first started doing Thai property in 2012 all the way till now, Bangkok has gone through quite rapid transformation, and places like Chatuchak Lat Prao area, previously there were like totally no interest in them, but basically because of this Bangsar Grey Station, uh, inadvertently we have people, especially from Hong Kong and mainland China, they are looking into investing in these places because they see the potential. So if let's say instead of all the typical areas which we have always been promoting, one of the areas which you guys can take a look at as investors is around the Chatuchak area, the Pahang Yotin and Lat Prao and Bangsar area. So that whole area, right, is all close to each other. It's actually near the BTS station, Mochi, Lat Prao, Pahang Yotin, and the train line is going to extend. So you're going to be able to not just end at Mochi for the BTS station. Mochi will lead on to Lat Prao intersection, and that whole area is going through uh, really quite a lot of redevelopment and rejuvenation. So just because of this Bangsar Grand Station. Okay, so the next news, which is a little less serious but still uh, quite newsworthy, is that there's this app called Grab. So if you guys are in Bangkok and then after that you keep thinking that, oh yeah, I go to Chatuchak Market and then after that I want to get a cab back, but the cab will not turn on the meter, so I have no other option. But that's not true, because you can always download this app called Grab, which is uh, I mean, Singaporeans, Malaysians, we are familiar with Grab. So Grab is actually a app that is something like Uber, and then it's more popular in this part of the world. So Grab allows you to like call a private hire car to come and pick you up and bring you back, and the price is already fixed already. So a lot of us, when I travel to Bangkok, also I normally use Grab to travel around. Well, more than Uber. Then uh, and I seldom take the taxi. I mostly take just the train network. If not, then I'll take Grab. Yeah, and well, driving is really irritating in Thailand because of the jams. Okay, so the Grab mobile app, right, is trying to do something in partnership with Kasikorn Bank, and it's trying to create like a super app like what China is doing with WeChat. So it's trying to put together many different functions, being able to pay with your Grab Pay by your KBank wallet, and this is actually quite reminiscent of what is happening in Bangkok itself, in Thailand in general. So because financial innovation is actually quite high, so we have things like Rabbit Pay. Now Grab is coming in, so Grab Thailand is now coming out with more functions to its Grab app. And so if you guys are in Bangkok and you need to travel around, just download the Grab app. It's in this greenish color, this I think this type of font. Yeah, so you just download it and then you can use it just like how you use Uber. So you just use it to call for a private hire cab or whatsoever, and then you can just travel around. So in future you should be able to pay via Grab app as well. Um, the the thing about Bangkok is that actually they are pretty advanced. Like for example, I pay for my mobile phone using my app. So my app links to my credit card, and then I just pay. I can actually see all my usage, and I can control my usage, everything from the mobile app. So in Thailand, yeah, they work on apps pretty. Uh, I mean, they survive on apps. So like the Line app is really big in Thailand, and now Grab is trying to get a piece of this pie. Yeah, so this is just the news in Bangkok for these few days, and we'll just continue this playlist. So whenever we have any newsworthy type of news to share with everyone, then we'll actually put it up and we'll have a short discussion on it. Yeah, so this is Daryl signing off, and I'll see you in the next video.